Hello, hello. Yeah, your friend there. Check it. Hello, hello.
Take note that if the teams are announced, please put your hands together.
Sound in the air, Jumana. Sound. Check it, sound in the air, Bana. Oh. You might also mean check it sound. Check it sound in the air, yeah, Jumana. Hello. You might check it sound and say, yeah, you man, check it sound. I feel I'm also.
Ladies and gentlemen, led by the able touchdown young referees, let's put our hands together and welcome the regional teams of Accra and Brong.
So for what began with two groups having 6 teams each, drawn from the footballing regions of Ghana, here we are, the final day. These two prevailing out of their groups, A and B respectively. Greater Accra topping that list and leaving the other 5 behind, and Brong Ahafo runners up in the maiden edition here in the final, where they have put away and put aside Ashanti region's dominance, ready to slag it out with Greater Accra, who made it 5 wins out of 5 games. They are yet to taste defeat. That's the final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship, ongoing here at the Ghana Mansoka Center of Excellence. Is the last day. After 5 rounds of matches, these two have distinguished themselves, and they get to play in the final this morning, and we'll see who goes away as the winner of the 2025 U-15 Elite Girls Championship here in Pram. Quickly, let's run through the starting 11 of both sides. Greater Accra playing as a home side this morning. Goalkeeper Belinda Maku Alike is available. There's Jessica Yadameshi, Priscilla Nupeza, Margaret Johnson, Margaret Brago, Patience Glaglo. There's Ethel Amankwa, Nuriatu Amadou, Venuye Aglege. There's Abigail Kinsema, and Vida Boafo completes that starting 11 for head coach Umana Tutahiru, and she will be assisted by Gerard Kabu. For Brong Ahafo, familiar faces. There's Fadila Musa. They have Emmanuel Anketia, Abena Brefi, captain of the side, Amin Adams, Yvonne Fayeboa, Christabel Iswama, Kumaloewo, Margaret Akosio Teria, Hawa Yakubu, Kumfa Sandra, and Vesti Martha, completing that starting 11 for head coach Richard Jamna, and she will be assisted by Adomako Rahel. These two sides have their distinct colors that identifies them. For Greater Accra, their lucky bet, the red jersey with white with black in front, red shorts, and black horses too much. Brong Ahafo switched up their colors from pink to yellow today. Pink jerseys, pink shorts was what easily identified them, but today they go for yellow jerseys, yellow shorts with yellow horses too much, and they are number ready for all of the action that will unfold in matter of minutes. Our center referees, drawn from the Catch Them Young system, today have their final game. To be able to control affairs in the center, there's Helena Krama from Eastern Region, and she is a student of Nsuatre SHS. She'll be assisted on line 1 by Lovia Ampa from Western Region, also a student of Bensu SHS. Lodina Apia is from Central Region and a student of Wamponsem SHS. The fourth referee for this morning is Hadija Swalisu from the Northern Region and a student of Amabrusa SHS. These ladies have done so well, distinguished themselves from Monday up until today, and we are here for a spectacle between Greater Accra and Brong Ahafo. Their colleagues watching on, these are ladies from the Northern Region, watching on keenly to see how their colleagues will fare. Unfortunately, not everyone can be in the final, and we wait for referee Helena's whistle to go. So we kickstart today's exchanges. Brong Ahafo will be playing from left to right, and Greater Accra responding from right to left here on the FIFA pitch at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence in Pram Pram. Great talents have been on display, ready to fill in the gaps when players are progressed from the Maidens, Princesses into the Black Queens. There the whistle goes. Game on. Greater Accra win the first foul. Free kick. Patience. Lost the ball in. She was looking for Nuriatu, but they'll take over Brong Ahafo. Yes, Christabel, she's brought down. Ball switched to the left. Yvonne is there. Keeps it in play, but not for long. Gradually, both teams will find their feet here. They've all tested their games on the staff, having been shuffling between the FIFA pitch and the Betspar pitch. They both know what it means to play here. Margaret is shoved off. And it'll be the first free kick for Brong Ahafo as well. That free kick sent in, headed down, but before it was received, Kumala was already down on the turf. Helena gets to her, and it'll be a temporary hold-up. We've done just a minute, and Kumalo cannot afford to be out injured for Brong Ahafo. She's been instrumental in all of their 5 games. They have gone through the mill, lost 1, having to win from penalty shootouts, and won 4 of their games. Greater Accra, on the other hand, 100% record, winning from match day 1 to match day 5. Yet to be beaten, never. I've had to go through the penalty shootout. 15 points after 5 rounds of matches with 15 goals to show. Greater Accra. Ewo Kumalo, students of Jaku Community School, helped the side for game 2 continue. Marcus bowling, headed away by Emanuela. Emanuela still fights for it. Here's Emanuela, shoves off everyone, keeps it in play, but finally blocked by Nuriatu. She wins a throw in and picks it down the right. Kumalo keeps it in play. There they go, it's Yvonne. And the flag was already up. Christabel with a free kick. But she will leave it for Emanuela. Christabel Iswama of Kai FC heading into Sunyani SHS. Emanuela's kick down the left, ball controlled, turns, but that was a foul. That was a foul on Brago, and Greater Accra wins that free kick. One is swinging to the other side, and Abna Befi is there. Sends it the way of Kumalo. Kumalo heads it down. She's challenged to it. Great Accra yet to exert that control on this game. The flag goes up. It's patience with the ball. Sends it through. Vida returns that favor. And they will loft it through the middle of Nabefi on guard to secure her lines for Brong Ahafo. But ball blast into Vida. Here's Vida. She will lay through down the right and she's looking for SL. SL gets to it. There they go, Great Accra. That 1-2 between Vida, SL and Venier. Unfortunately, Venier got there quite late. Ball is swung the other way, but still in half of Brong Ahafo. Headed down, controlled. Even they are racing for it. Emanuela against Nuriatu. Nuriatu had the final touch to it. Goes down, but is up on her feet, throwing Emanuela to Kumalo. Kumalo turns. There's Cristobal there to help. Cristobal's kick not the best, but Kumalo finds it. She'll send it, looking for Margaret Terrier, but Margaret couldn't get there on time. We've done 5 minutes already. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Throwing advantage to Greater Accra. And patience is there. Nuriatu's header. She's looking for Venier. But it eludes her. Ella. Ball flying. Yvonne wants it. But there was a shove. And it's advantage to Brong Ahafo. Abner Berfi quickly picks that free kick, sends it in. Ball headed down. They still wanted Hawa. Down the left is Martha. Martha. Amina Adams. Back and strong. Got 2 goals yesterday against Eastern Region for Brong Ahafo. She's the reason they are here in the final. And she is continuing on strong today against Greater Accra. Here's Amina. Controls beautifully. Tries to tear away. She does. Amina tries to loft the ball over Margaret. But unfortunately that could not be for Brong Ahafo. Amina Adams. Throwing. SL. They keep it in play. Here's Greater Accra. Ella will stop that run, and Kumalo is pushed over. Seven minutes done. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Abner Berfi with that free kick for Brong Ahafo. Venier on her toes and guarding, watching on keenly. Abner's ball headed down. Venier gets in the way. She knew why she was marking time when Ella took that free kick. She keeps it in. Here's Venier, but her ball towards Vida was late. They blasted in Sandra. And there's no one down the left to pick it. Amina goes down. And Ethel walks away after the two bump into each other. The medics called upon, and they would attend to her immediately. Brong Ahafo on match day 1 squeezed the 4-3 win over Central Region. Margaret Terrier being a judge player of that game. On match day 2, lost painfully to Ashanti Region. Returned on match day 3 to beat Upper West Region 5-0. Yvonne Fireboa was the woman of the match in that game. And then on match day 4, Borga Elite shared sports with them, but that game ended 4-1 on penalties in favor of Brong Ahafo. And yesterday, Amin Adams made sure they were able to kick down competition from Eastern Region, winning 2-1. And here they are in the finals with Greater Accra. Brong Ahafo runners up in the maiden edition, looking to lift the trophy this year. Game will continue, and it's a throwing advantage to Greater Accra. We're waiting for referee Helena Krama. But goalkeeper Fadila would have to change her gloves. She does. And game continues. Throwing already taken. Christabel got her body in the way. Here is Priscilla for Greater Accra. Sends that ball to no one in particular, and they'll pick it up from the left. Brong Ahafo. Sanders ball in. Ethel sends it back. Header down. Veniers in wait. But the ball never got to it. Brong Ahafo taking all that pressure and good stride. And Greater Accra know they would have to be able to get those goals in quick if they want to unsettle this BA side, who have seen it all from winning to losing to the penalty shootout. Just so the game is not dragged to that end. It's Greater Accra still in the half of Brong Ahafo. Emanuela gets to with the header. Ball header the other with Nuriatu. Waiting to receive it. She does. Tears away from Yvonne. And Hawa Yakubu got in hard on her. She's down on the turf. But game is ongoing. Essel's ball in straight to Fadila. Helena realizes that Nuriatu can't continue, and here we are. Margaret wanted to halt that one. She does. Keeps it, but unfortunately beaten to it by Patience. Here's Patience racing and tearing away. Leaves that ball for Vida. Vida switches to her right, looking for Ethel, but Fadila gets out and holds on for Brong Ahafo. Brong Ahafo being stretched to their very limit, but is to hold on under all of that pressure. Margaret heads the ball down, and Greater Accra will take over. Down the right. Ball sent through to Venier. Here's Venier against Fadila. But Fadila has her hand to it. So the ladies from the West, Ashanti, all supporting Brong Ahafo. It's beautiful to see how they revere their colleagues. Yesterday, Brong Ahafo qualified to the final. It was a spectacle to see how Ashanti Region joined in the celebration. And they are back here to continue with that support. Game continues. Here's Priscilla. Ball gets back to her. Can she keep it in play? Priscilla against Amina. Sends it towards Ethel, and she's pushed away from it. We've done 13 minutes. And it's Greater Accra 0. Brong Ahafo 0. These are girls from the Northern Region watching on. Here's Greater Accra with that ball in. Chrysalis balling. Header down. Nuriatu. Her left kick was not the best. Abna Brefi calling on her colleagues to help her in that defense. Throwing. Here's Vida. Vida switches it up. Ball header down through Ethel. But Fadila is there. Greater Accra 0. Brong Ahafo Region 0. That ball Patience delivered will result in a free kick advantage to Greater Accra. Patience takes some few steps back. Helena's Bussel is already gone. Here's Patience. A long drive. Fadila. Romana to Tahiru on her feet. Still issuing out instruction to Greater Accra. They have had a great run from Monday to Friday. Never lost a game. Produced 15 goals. But it's looking difficult against Brong Ahafo, who have also produced 13 goals. Lost just a game. And one of their wins have come through the spot kick. Here they are. Twisting and turning. Here's Yvonne. Sandra gets in there. And she's shoved off. Free kick, Brong Ahafo. That was that tackle from Bargo on Yvonne. Abna Brefi. Yvonne receives it, switches to Kumalo. Kumalo down the right. Kumalo's balling. And great save there. Margaret puts her body in the way. They're still holding on to it. Priscilla clear finally for Greater Accra. Great defending, Greater Accra. Margaret had to just put her body in the way to prevent Kumalo's ball from getting towards her goalkeeper. Emanuela Storin. Ball returned through the middle. And Venier was holding on tightly to Sandra. Brong Ahafo have the advantage in the area of Greater Accra. Aberfi's ball headed down Kumalo. And Maku is there to hold on for Greater Accra. Game getting interesting by the minute. Nuriatu in her own half. And she switches play down the right looking for Ethel. Ethel against Sandra. She tears away from her. Laces it through looking for Vida. She picks it up, turns. But that is a clearance. Here it's Fadila. Greater Accra with all of those chances. Here's Abigail's header. But Margaret will steal that ball away. And her opposite number, Margaret in defense, will also clear her lines. Brong Ahafo presents Margaret in attack, and Greater Accra have Margaret in defense. Interesting scenes here from the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence. It's the final of the second edition of a U-15 Elite Girls Championship. Greater Accra taking on Brong Ahafo. Ethel, ball eludes Amina, gets in her way. And ball will fall to Howard down the left. There they go. And the referee Helena spotted a foul in that run. Free kick. Here they go. Greater Accra, Eli shoved off. Nuriatu cannot believe it. There's a contact spot, she thinks, and just went in for the ball. But referee says no. Python spotting to just push your sister away from the ball just to have your way. Emanuela has that free kick for Brong Ahafo. If you're just joining, Greater Accra identifiable in the red and black jerseys. And Brong Ahafo have switched it up from pink to yellow today. Here's Emanuela. Sends that ball in. Kumalo's header looking for Christabel. But that ball is cleared away by Margaret. Throwing. Yes, Manuela Stowe is fouled. Patience will pick up that one for Greater Accra. Down the left, she sends it in. Ball is kept out of play again. 19 minutes gone. Greater Accra 0. Brong Ahafo 0. Priscilla fights for that ball and Christabel wins it. Christabel will leave it. And it's a throw into Greater Accra. Fourth intercession. Another throw in. Here is Patience towards Nuriatu. She's brought down. Emanuela brought her down. And it'll be a free kick for Greater Accra. Patience is there, ready to pick it, but Nuriatu has to be attended to. 5 MVPs from 5 games they have played, Greater Accra. Interesting records they have here. In that first game against Western Region, Margaret Brago was adjudged the woman of the match. Against Upper East, Jessica Zameshi was the woman of the match. Against Northern, Patience Glado was woman of the match. And against the Volta region, Boafo Vida was the woman of the match. And yesterday, after that 5th game against Eastern Elites B, Jessica Zameshi won the woman of the match again. Right after this, we'll get to have another elite competition, but free kick sent in. There they have it. Priscilla sends it down the left. They'll keep it in play. Greater Accra. And the whistle is already gone because line 2's flag was up. 21 minutes played. Throwing advantage to Greater Accra. They keep the ball. Greater Accra being stretched. And Brong Ahafo know what they have their eyes set on. From runners up, they believe they have to be the winners. Sandra. She sends that ball in. Here's Amina. Amina is brought down. Amina brought down. And just on the center line, there's a free kick advantage to Brong Ahafo. Quickly taken from the left, Sandra's ball in. There's no one there. And Brago goes down. Free kick. Yes, Patience. Sends one in. Amina receives it. Yvonne tried to get her foot to it. Ball headed away. Sandra follows up with that clearance. But it's kept in play again and gets a crown on the run. Emanuela sends that ball out. The bench of Greater Accra in disbelief as to how Brong Ahafo has been able to hold them on. Hitherto, they should be up by a goal or 2 by now. Patience. Abner Brefi's clearance. Brong Ahafo plays that ball through to Kumalo. She's unable to get to it. 23 minutes in the first half. Kumalo's back heel, but there's no yellow jersey there. Throwing. Emmanuel always ready to do it, looking for Christabel. It's Christabel against Priscilla. But Priscilla will clear her lines. And Brong Ahafo will take over. There they go. Kumalo's balling. And that header for Margaret was away from Maku. She didn't direct that header well. And Greater Accra pounds on it to move immediately. Amina caught again, fouling her marker. And it will be a free kick to Greater Accra region. Here's Margaret. Margaret for Greater Accra. Amina down the left has been torturing the defense of Greater Accra. Margaret. Her ball is headed down. Priscilla. She's brought down. And it's Amina. She would have to come down. And referee Helena Brago just sends that message across to her. Amina Yusuf Adams, Jaco Community School in Techiman is where she schools. Patience sends that ball in. Abefi is there. Sends the ball out, but Nuriatu still has it for Greater Accra. They miss out on it, and there's a carpet grab from Ella to Margaret. Margaret twists and turns, looking for Christabel. Nuriatu loses out on it. Here's Emanuela. Manuela couldn't pick it up. Good turn from Venuye. Venuye missed out. Kumalo. Here's Christabel. Blast into Patience, but she still has the ball, and she's brought down. Game is heating up. These two sides know they have to get a goal or goals as quickly as possible. We've done 25 minutes. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Interesting game for a final. What started with 12 teams from the 10 footballing regions in Ghana whittled down to 2. Abnabre free kick through the middle. And they have it. It's Hawa. Hawa to Ella. Here's Ella. Ella posted through for Hawa. Looking for Ella again. She loses out and will race for it with Nuriatu. Nuriatu is met by Abnabre and Hawa. She's still down on the tail, but players continue on the other side. And finally, Helena Kramer. Helena Kramer halts the game for Nuriatu to be attended to. Temporary hold up here. Nuria to help the side for game to continue. Ball drop to Patience. Patience finds Priscilla. Greater Accra swinging their passes together. There is Brago. Brago sends the ball down to Margaret. Margaret lost it. Control there. And here's Ethel. Finds Venuye. Venuye tries to turn. She goes down. And Brong Ahafo will hold on to that ball. Brong Ahafo, so strong. That was Amina. She will go in for every other tackle and challenge. Just for Brong Ahafo. Amina's ball finds Emanuela down the right. Emanuela looking for Margaret. But there they go. Margaret on the other side leaves it for her goalkeeper, Maku. Maku's kick, and it's headed down. But Vida will pick it up for Greater Accra, unable to go past Hawa Yakubu. Hawa's ball out of play. Game continues. Kumalo was the intended target, but she missed out on it. Throwing. And Nuriat is ready to join. But Patience will have to take that throw in first. Ella got to it. Kumalo. Kumalo going past Patience. And she blasts through Nuriatu. Here's Patience. Switching it up. But there's always a yellow jersey there. Emanuela had her foot up. But referee says game continue, advantage to Greater Accra. Nuriatu couldn't stand her ground. Emanuela and Ketia had her foot up high, but Helena Kramer played that advantage for Greater Accra. Nuriatu unable to make use of it. Ball goes to Abner Brefi. She miskicks, and that's how sends it to Venuye. Steps in again and picks up her ball. Abner Brefi looking for Amina. Amina is beaten to it. Vida leaves it for ASL. Here's Greater Accra swinging their passes together. Here's Priscilla. She was looking for her captain Venuye. But Hawa Yakubu got in there. And they'll still have it. Here's Patience. Her ball is taken over by Christabel. She turns. Finds Hawa. Hawa blazes beautifully for Kumalo. Kumalo's ball down the right. Finds Margaret. Margaret. It's still Margaret against Abigail. But her opposite number and name, Margaret, gets in there and picks it up for Greater Accra. Ball still in the area of Greater Accra and swung through the middle. Venuye wants it. Sandra blasts that ball away. Getting heated between these two sides. Started right on a low tone, but both sides have warmed themselves into the game after 30 minutes and they are looking for that goal. Here they come. Christabel's ball down the right to Kumalo. That 1-2 between Kumalo and Amina. It's still Kumalo on the corner line. She loses out. But wins the corner for Brong Ahafo region. If you're just joining, this is the final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship. Began on Monday with 12 teams. And here we are with just 2. Fighting for that coveted position. Abner Brefi will clear lines. And there's no danger. Brong Ahafo can relax. We're doing 35 minutes in each half. And 31 is already gone. Hawa shoves for Vida. But referee saw that. That push intended for control. Referee had her eye on the ball and saw it. And so Greater Accra will pick up a spot for that free kick. And here is Nuriatu. So struggling to put the ball on the right spot on the pitch. And Helena Kramer had to get there to point it to her. Catch them young referees. They've been very interesting to watch. Potential up the roof. That's future for Ghana's refereeing. Nuriatu's kick way away from target. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. 32 minutes gone. We won a champion for the U-15 Elite Championship. Ashanti region picked up that spot in the maiden edition, and Brong Ahafo ran us up in the final again, hoping that this time around they'll be able to pick up gold. Priscilla. She's bumped into by Hawa Yakubu. Rather on an unfriendly tone, and Greater Accra will be rewarded with a free kick. Patience. Patience kick, headed down, controlled by Sandra. Here is Kumalo. Kumalo down the flanks. Kumalo finds Margaret. Back to Kumalo. She switches to the middle. And Greater Accra will pick the ball up. Nuriatu, she's stopped by Ella. Greater Accra pick up that throwing and his patience. Looking for Vida. Vida against Hawa. Vida got the last kick and the ball will roll over. 34 minutes done. And minutes more to play for in the first half. And it's goalless between these two finalists from Greater Accra and Brong Ahafo. Yes, Emanuela. Ball headed down. Hawa. Still Hawa holding on for Brong Ahafo. She surges forward, lays it through to the left for Amina. Amina against Margaret. Amina keeps it in play. Here's Amina trying to loft it over Margaret. But Margaret got her foot higher. So goes in strong, keeps it in play. Vida heads it down. Here is Greater Accra. Venuye. Venuye racing down the left. Puts it through for Nuriatu. Nuriatu holds on. Here's Nuriatu. Warding off every attack from Christabel. The ball is finally headed down. And the whistle is gone. Play is broken. We've done 35 minutes. We're waiting for time that will be added on. We're waiting for time that will be added on. Fourth referee drawing the attention of the center referee to see the number of minutes that will be playing as additional time. We'll be doing just a minute. And we've done about 20 seconds already. Free kick, Greater Accra. Some 20 yards away. Will they be able to get the first goal before recess? Here's Vida. Picks up the ball. Speaks to it in her own footballing language. And takes some few steps back. Vida against Fadila. Vida's ball straight into the wall. And Margaret will follow up. But down the left, as Sandra picks it up for Margaret. It's still Margaret's racing down the left. She will need support. Margaret turns around. She's brought down. And the referee says, I saw that. It's a free kick advantage to Brong Ahafo. It's all joy as their colleagues watching on have decided who they would want to support. Western region have not switched allegiance to Brong Ahafo and are screaming their lungs out, looking out for Brong Ahafo to be able to win, but only time will tell. Free kick advantage, Brong Ahafo. This could be the last kick of the first half because we have exhausted that 1 minute. And Margaret will pick up that free kick herself. And those that are keeping allegiance to Greater Accra screaming away. And indeed, Maku steps up and holds on to it. Goalkeeper from Cap Fix Ladies in Division 1 in Greater Accra Zone B. Maku holds on to that ball, and that's the last kick of the first half. Interesting exchanges between these two finalists. Deserve to be here, and they have given us some great game in the first 35. We'll be back after recess for the final 35 minutes to decide who will be U-15 Elite Championship winner for the second year running. We'll be back after this.
Okay. Then you are welcome.
Back from recess, and the whistle is already gone. We are in the second half of this game between Greater Accra region and Brong Ahafo region. Is the final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship ongoing here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. The last day, and who gets to be crowned champion. Greater Accra playing from left to right in the red and black apparel with black horses to match, and Brong Ahafo represented in that all yellow apparel and yellow horses to match. Free kick, Greater Accra. Amine's clearance in the air. Here is Nuriatu, and she will ward off Amina like a plague. Nuriatu, unfortunately, has been shown the yellow card here first in this final. Manuela's free kick. Sent out. And it will be advantage to Brong Ahafo. Here's Martha. Picks it up. Sent it through to Yvonne. Amina. Martha keeps it in play. But that was swift. So in Ethel. Sandra got her foot to it. Cleared her lines. And it'll be a quick throwing to Greater Accra. Here's Ethel. Ethel's drive. That is received by Martha. Ethel. Venuet. Venuet dummies to the left. And there's Abner Berfi to clear. Emanuela Kumalo. Brong Ahafo on the attack. And they lose out. Emanuela will watch that ball to touch and pick the advantage. It's still Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. And we're done just 2 minutes in the second half. The referee's flag is up. And Greater Accra have the advantage. Patience. will pick up that kick for Greater Accra. Center through the middle. Vida controls. Lofts it over Amina and Maku. Controls and keeps it for Greater Accra goalkeeper Maku. She knows her kick was not the best. And apologizes immediately. Ball headed away by Martha. Brong Ahafo keeping tabs on Greater Accra ball in their own half. Priscilla will switch it up, send it to the other side looking for Venuye. Venuye heads it down. Priscilla picks it up, but Howard gets in the way for Brong Ahafo. That is just too much. Helena Cromer spotted a foul earlier. And it'll be Brong Ahafo to defend and Greater Accra to the advantage. Helena's attention is drawn by hairline 1, Lovia. Quick chit chat. And free kicks to hold for Greater Accra. 39 minutes gone. Sends it down the left looking for Vida. But Vida brought down Emanuela in the process. "40 minutes gone. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Be it has that advantage now. Manuela Stoin finds Margaret and she couldn't keep it. Greater Accra initiated that attack, but Fadila is returning the favor now. A long one in. And Christabel challenged for it, but Martha got her head to it. Away from her colleagues. And here's Vida for Greater Accra. Nuria too. Here they go. Ball return. Venuye. Abuna Brefi. Miss kicks. And here's Venuye. Venuye will strike. But Sandra clears it. Patience wants to keep it for Greater Accra. But Kumalo is bullied to it. The referee saw that. There's a player down on the turf. Even before Fadila cleared her lines. Looks to be in a lot of pain. And it looks like Priscilla. No, it's captain of the side, Venuye. Venuye has to be attended to. Let's go, lads, between these two sides. The finalists of the 2025 U-15 Elite Girls Championship. Greater Accra, 100% record from match day 1 to match day 5. 15 goals as against 15 points. Never dropped the points. Brong Ahafo stumbled on match day 2. Ashanti region beats them by 2-0. Came back strongly and won their remaining 3 games. And here they are, battling it out with Greater Accra. Brong Ahafo have been finalists in the maiden edition. They were beaten by Ashanti region. Will they be lucky this time around? Or Ashanti will also repeat the dose? Fadila has a hand to it. 43 minutes gone. We're playing just 70. Amina. And it's advantage to Brong Ahafo. Martha's kick. Cleared away by Abigail. Abner referee returns the favor. Christabel controls. Amina picks it. Here's Amina. Priscilla got in her way. And she lost it. Venua's up. And ready to continue for Greater Accra. That was her ball. Found Vida. There they go. Venua was late. She didn't turn in time. And Sandra keeps it for Brong Ahafo. First change. We'll go to Brong Ahafo. And they will look to effect the first change. Christabel is sacrificed. And her place will be taken by Mary Akubila. Akubila heads in the game. And it's still Greater Accra setting all of that pressure. Here they go. Will Fadila be able to get through to it first? She holds on. SL was looking to pounce on that one. Akubila's first touch. Looks for Kumalo. Kumalo is bundled away. And she wins a free kick on that spot for Brong Ahafo. Amin Adams Yusuf, scorer of those 2 goals that ensured Brong Ahafo got into the final against Eastern Region. Yet to get out of her shell in the final for Brong Ahafo. Amina sends one in. Maku misses it. And the follow-up from Kumalo was wrong. Kumalo could have taken her time. But she just ballooned it. And Maku got a hold of it for Greater Accra. Lucky on the second attempt. That was the ball. Amina sent in a great kick. But the follow-up from Kumalo, not the best. Greater Accra left off the hook. And they have a goal kick. Received graciously. Manuri had to send the other way. Venia is waiting for it. But I'm not if he prefers safety. "46 minutes. And game will continue here. Greater Accra with that throwing. Foul through. And it's time for Brong Ahafo to pick it up. Ethel. Down the right. And the win. Their third foul on the roll. Free kick, Greater Accra, and it's Priscilla. Priscilla's kick over the roof. Fadila had a hand to it, but Abner Brefi stepped in and cleared it finally. Fadila will go down. There was a little push on her, but she was concentrated on saving her side. Fadila has been assisted on the turf. She's the only one that reserves that right Up on her feet. On Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. If you are just joining, we are enjoying ourselves and being treated to a great final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. Akubila switches to her left and she's looking for Kumalo. Kumalo keeps it in play. Kumalo unable to hold on. Blast the ball through. But Greater Accra. Massa got in there. Here's Yvonne. Another foul spotted by referee Helena Kurama. Change. Greater Accra region. And player number 11 SL is being allowed to go. She will take her rest. And a place is taken by Winifred J. Greater Accra. They're ready now. Winifred gets into play and position for Greater Accra. Venier, Emanuela, twisting and turning so they made Abigail's control. And Winifred has her first touch. Lays it for her captain. Venier down the right, Greater Accra. They're beaten to it. Nice. Gets in much more. And a lot of kids here to enjoy themselves. They are really being treated to a good game here. People from the environs of Pam Pam joining us to watch this final. And it's good to have a full house. Free kick, Greater Accra. Here's Patience. Should be able to go past the what she does, but Fadila, there's none that can be beaten easily. She sends it to Margaret. Margaret against Abigail. Margaret leaves it for Akubila. Akubila Mary was trying to play that 1-2 with Margaret. She couldn't continue. But the winner throwing Brong Ahafo. Down the right. And Akubila brings down Abigail. "51 minutes gone. 19 more to play for Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Brago's ball. Emanuela. Header down. Brago's header. Abigail got in there. Akubila. Akubila was looking for Margaret. She has not been really up to the task today. Margaret Akosiateria has 5 goals to her name throughout the series. Franklin Onyina of Ashanti region has 1 better than her. Kumalo. She's blocked. Here's Margaret. Can she keep it? Greater Accra finds Winifred. Winifred finds Vida. Vida lays it through for Venier. But Sandra was there on time and she clears her lines. Brong Ahafo, strong in defense. They really do know the side they are playing against. They score for fun. Greater Accra, but today is looking difficult. Abna Befi steps up again. Here's Akubila Mary. Mary lays one for Yvonne. Yvonne returns the ball. It's still Yvonne looking for a way out. Leaves it for Emanuela. Emanuela will send it to Margaret. Margaret is offside. Brong Ahafo trying to find empty spaces 53 minutes gone. Greater Accra Region 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Throwing. There they go. Venu against Fadila. But that was just over the roof of the net. Great run down the legs. By the new Venier would have been able to connect it. That was that ball through to Captain Venier. Unable to beat Fadila. She was in a hurry to just lace it through. Vida provided a perfect assist to their Captain Venier. Unfortunately, she sent it over the roof. Game will continue down the middle. Akubila trying to keep it for Brong Ahafo. Here's Hawa. Finally gets to Akubila. Akubila Mary twisting and turning. Her pass is blocked. Winifred laces again. There they go. Nuriatu. It's Nuriatu. Nuriatu's ball. Greater Accra are firing from all angles. 55 minutes gone. Goalless between these two sides. Finalists, Brong Ahafo finished with 13 points from Group B, and Greater Accra with that 100% record from Group A, 15 points from 5 games with 15 goals to show. Abna Brefi, Priscilla got in the way. Greater Accra. Abna Brefi again, halted by Vida. Abna Brefi follows up with another clearance for Brong Ahafo. U-15 Elite Girls Championship. Today is how we are wrapping it up. The final game between Greater Accra and Brong Ahafo has been interesting so far. 57 minutes gone. We will be doing just 70 minutes. Ball headed down. Winifred. Yvonne weaves their way through, but to no end. They'll pick it up. Greater Accra. They have switched up their energies. But Brong Ahafo are equally up to the task. Kumalo got in the way of Brago. Martha's throwing was intended for Kumalo. But Winifred got to it, here's Amina. Amina was going in strong for the ball, but she rather went in and brought down Priscilla. Amina Midu really has to calm down. Referee Helena Kramer wants to assess the situation. That was rather unfortunate for Amina Midu. Speaking with the referee, but the referee was scared to step aside. She will not be spared. And Amina Midu will be shown the yellow card. For moment of the match yesterday against 16 region, to being a corporate here in the final. Amina Midu got all 2 goals that qualified Brong Ahafo to the final. 2-time finalists in both editions. Will they be able to lift the trophy this time around? Ashanti Region beats them to it in the maiden edition, but they've been able to get to the final in the second edition. It's not looking good for Priscilla. She's been helped aside by the medics, and game will continue. Free kick, Greater Accra. Patience. Her free kick down the left. Ball lofted over. Here they go, but Fadila sends it back through the middle. And here's Margaret. Tried to steal the ball, but she goes down. Yvonne is here. And Greater Accra will clear their lines. Margaret tried to steal the ball away, but she, in the end, went down. Priscilla up, stamping her feet, walking down the touchline. Maybe she'll be able to continue. Greater Accra manager with 10 ladies at this point. Venia finds Winifred. And here's Yvonne. Brong Ahafo. There they go. Kumalo racing for it. Will she be able to get it? Here's Nuriatu. There they go. Greater Accra. Winifred swinging their passes together. Priscilla is back and continuing strong for Greater Accra. The ball is played out. 60 minutes on the clock. 10 more to play for. It's goalless between Greater Accra and Brong Ahafo. Akubila's control. Sends it back to Amina. Amina's ball is received by Margaret. Amina goes up and lands on Patience. Amina went up together with Patience. And both players are down. Amina needs to be careful. She's already on a yellow card. Helena Kramer will pick a moment to speak with her fourth referee. And line one. You're still talking about the game. But so far, it's been good from the Catch Them Young referee. Helena Kramer is not overwhelmed by the occasion. She has stood her ground and officiated quite well after 61 minutes. From the Eastern region and a student of Nswatre SHS. Center referee Helena Kramer. Line one is Lovie Ampa. She is also from the Western region and a student of Bensu SHS. Lodina Pia, line two, is from Central region and a student of Wamponsem SHS. Hadija Swalisu, one for the future. Fourth referee today of Amabura SHS is from the Northern region. Catch Them Young referees. A delight to watch, and they need a lot of encouragement. They are also not above the ages of 15. Abigail's header, controlled by Sandra. Sandra gets her foot to it again, looking for Akubila. Akubila's ball to Emanuela. Back to Akubila, down the right. But she's unable to keep it. Super sub, she is Mary Akubila. Always able to change the face of the game for Brong Ahafo. Venia goes in strongly on Hawa. Here is Brong Ahafo. Abigail. Abigail is beaten by Helen. Helen is stopped by Nuriatu. And they will clear their lines, Greater Accra. 63 minutes gone. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. If it remains this way, penalty shootout will just determine the winner of this U-15 Elite Girls Championship 2025 edition. Yvonne's header. Down the left corner. Finds Kumalo. Kumalo. Hawa Yakubu's header. Amina misses it. Priscilla will switch to the left. And she is looking for Nuriatu. But Emanuela got in her way. Akubila. Akubila's ball is received ball through the middle. And possession retained for Greater Accra. Winifred finds her captain. It's Venier. Venier against Fadila. But Fadila steps up and holds on to the ball. That interpositional play between Vida and Venier, always beautiful. But what is left is the end result. Fadila. Here's Margaret. Akubila chases after the ball, and Emanuela got there before her. But she goes down together with her marker. Nuriatu. Nuriatu is down, Emanuela is down. Both have to be attended to. And so it's temporary hold up here. We've done 65 minutes. 5 more to play for. And we'll wait for the time that Hadija would consult with center referee Helena to add on. And if it remains goalless, we'll head straight into the penalty shootout. Greater Accra. Abna Brefi is there to clear her lines, but not as far as Priscilla. She takes over. Nuriatu is being attended to as game continues. Kumalo couldn't get to it. Here they come. And Margaret wanted it. Free kick, Greater Accra. Here's Brago. Brago walks away. And Margaret picks it. Abna Brefi there to defend. But down the left, they'll try. Fadila. Ball bounces in front of her. And she watches it roll over. Fadila decent in this game thus far for Brong Ahafo. 4 more minutes to go. Another change falling to Brong Ahafo. And Kumalo has been sacrificed, but she'll win applause of onlookers. She's been good for Brong Ahafo this morning. And her place is taken by Pamela Fosua. Ball went up Vida, and referee says that advantage goes to Brong Ahafo. Amina decides to go to the right looking for Kubila, unable to get to it, and Margaret to leave it for Maku to pick up for Greater Accra. Maku sends that ball in. Emanuela got her foot there. Akubila late again on that occasion. 68 minutes gone. Greater Accra 0, Brong Ahafo 0. Game continues. Brong Ahafo. Mako is there. Marco holds on to that goal kick for Greater Accra. And she'll leave it for Margaret to pick it up. Not the best, still in their own half, but they will continue with it. Emanuela racing to it. Nuriatu brings her down. And the referee will pick up that moment to speak to Nuriatu. We are in the last 30 seconds of the 70. Very soon, we'll get to see time that will be added on. Emanuela's bowling, headed down. Hawa challenged for it, but her marker goes down. Akubila. Greater Accra continue with that advantage. Nuriatu kills Emanuela. We've exhausted the 70 minutes. And we'll be doing just a minute of time added on. The minute has already begun. Hawa turned in and out. Greater Accra will keep it in play. Here they come on the attack. Switching to her right. Finds Winifred. Winifred picks it. It's Winifred. But Margaret blocked her way. Brong Ahafo will pick up possession. And down the middle, Amina gets in strongly. The ball is taken away from Greater Accra. They have done all they can to be able to break Brong Ahafo. That was Amina against Priscilla. And that kick was taken by Sandra. She cannot believe it. How they have given away that free kick at this crucial point in time. 1 minute exhausted. This could be the last significant kick in this game. Helena Kramer from Eastern Region could bring this game to an end in no time. Free kick left for Patience to pick, and she goes wide. Helena Kramer looks to her wrist. And we could be having the last kick of this game. Fadila picks it, and she will leave it for Amina. Amina. This is the bench of Brong Ahafo. Head coach Rita Jamina and Adomako Rahel. Game end. And we'll be heading straight into penalties. Helena Kramer will be speaking to her assistant. And I think that they've given us a good game. These young referees from the Catch Them Young system have distinguished themselves. No complaints. They have just been excellent. Helena Kramer from Eastern Region, student of Iswatraman SHS. Lovey Ampa is drawn from Western Region, from Bensu SHS. Lodina Apia is also picked from Central Region, 1.7 SHS. Hadija Swalisu, my personal referee of this tournament, bold on her decisions, and she wouldn't take any nonsense from anyone. She's from Northern Region, Amabura SHS. They officiate with some level of confidence and understanding of the game, and it's a delight to watch. Have they've carried us through from Monday up until today, Saturday. They have done a great job. Catch them young referees drawn from Ghana's footballing region. Remember, they are equally under 15, and it's good to see how they respect the rules of the game. Helena Kramer has equally handled a very good final for us here. And they will be getting ready for the penalty kicks that would decide the winner. Brong Ahafo lost to Ashanti region in the maiden edition. They are here up against a very resilient Greater Accra, who have not lost a game throughout the week, not even gone through the penalty shootout. And that could be the advantage for Brong Ahafo. They have gone through it and they know what it means to soak in all of that pressure, having to go through that penalty kicks. After they were beaten 2-0 on match day 2 by Ashanti region, they responded 5-0 on match day 3 against Upper West. And then on match day 4 against the Boga Elite side, they drew 2-2 after 70 minutes and game traveled to penalties where they won 4-1. They do have a feel of it and know how to position themselves. Greater Accra beat Western Region 2-0 on match day 1, beat Upper East 5-0 on match day 2, and on match day 3, they were 2-0 winners over Northern Region, beat Volta Region 4-0 on match day 4, and wrapped it all up yesterday when they beat Eastern Elites B 2-0. They are yet to engage in the penalty shootout. Referees are ready. Helena Kramer will allow Lobia to go inspect the goalpost as we get ready to pick the first 5 penalties. Their colleagues watching on, drawn from other regions. And they are watching on as these two sides fight for the final. Romana Tutahiru, head coach of the Greater Accra side, with her players drawn from various Division 1 clubs in Greater Accra Zone 1 and Zone 2. Brought these ladies together and they've been able to get through up until this time. Romana Tahiru, great display of leadership for this Greater Accra side. Will they be rewarded with the tag of winner of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship? We'll wait to see. 6 girls drawn from Cupfist ladies in the Division 1 Zone B league ongoing in Greater Accra. Have about 3 players from Rich City, one-time Women's Premier League participants, now in Division 1. Tashi Constance have about 3 players in this Greater Accra side, and they also are forced to reckon with. In the Division 1 league in Greater Accra, Rock Ladies have 2 players to show. GRA Ladies also have reps in this Greater Accra side that has been pulled together. The Besiktas Ladies have 2 reps, as well as Ideal Ladies. And so a pool of some great talent from Division 1 in Accra, brought here by Romana Tutahiru, and here they are in the final. for Brong Ahafo. They have most of their players in the secondary school system, from Wenchin to Techiman, and some even in the junior high system. Final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship between Accra and Brong Ahafo. Pep talks done. We should be heading onto the pitch now. These are their colleagues from Upper West, Upper East, Central, Western, Eastern Elites B, Bulga, all watching on, and Ashanti region rooting for Brong Ahafo. The two captains will head to Helena Krama for the toss, and we'll get to see who begins the kick. Abner Brefi won that for Brong Ahafo. Romana to as a player was successful, as a coach will also want to be successful. She was a forward and played in the 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup, played for Atleta Ladies in Ghana. 41 years of age, looking to get her ladies to walk in her strides. No wonder they have 15 goals. If you are coached by a former forward, goal scoring will be for fun. Brong Ahafo of the first kick, and it's saved. Mazes penalty saved. Maku saves Mazes penalty. Brong Ahafo. Goalkeeper saves it. Nuri had to pick up the first one for Greater Accra as well, and she scores. Nuri had to score her first for Greater Accra. 1-0. Amina Midu steps up for the second kick for Brong Ahafo. Amina against Maku. Amina against Maku, and Amina will score easily. Amina scores the second for Brong Ahafo. Greater Accra with their second kick. Margaret races to it and picks it up for Greater Accra. Is Margaret against Fadila. And Margaret scores. Brong Ahafo will step up for the third one. Fadila could have done better with that second kick. Had the direction right. And Margaret didn't equally put in any strength into that shot. Massa scores again for BA. They've missed one already. And Greater Accra to take their first kick. Goalkeeper Maku steps up to pick that penalty. It's Maku against Fadila, and she scores. Maku scores the third kick for Greater Accra. Belinda Maku Ackley is a goalkeeper from Cap Fix Ladies. Has a lot of experience up her sleeve. Abna Brefi steps up for Brong Ahafo. Abna Brefi up against Maku. Abna Brefi against Maku. Abna, and she scores. A typical defender's penalty kick, always with some power. Captain Abna Brefi pick her spot down the left, and she just slotted home for Brong Ahafo. Greater Accra ready for their fourth kick. Having missed any. And here's Priscilla. Priscilla scores easily. There's the last round. Margaret Akosia Terrier. Brong Ahafo forward to take the last one for Brong Ahafo. Here's Margaret, and she scores. Greater Accra with that deciding kick. If she scores, Greater Accra will be 2025 U-15 Elites Girls Champions. Patience. Will she have enough patience to take this kick? Patience! And it's stopped! Fadila had her hand to it, but she let it go. And Greater Accra will win 5-4 on penalties. Tricky penalty taken there by Patience. Fadila had her hand to it and she lets it go. Fadila had her hand to it And she let it go herself. 5-4. Greater Accra wins the final on penalties. Fadila ruins that moment and she's not happy. We've come to the end of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, and captain of the Greater Accra side, Venia Aglebe, is the player of the match. Patience penalty. Fadila had her hand to it and she put it back in the net. Greater Accra jubilant and making all the noise here because they are champions after a week-long show of what they have. Here they are, Greater Accra. They are champions of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship 2025 edition. It's all joy. Reminder to Tahir, gotten the best. Unfortunately, Brong Ahafo have to go home and get another team for next year. In the maiden edition, they were beaten on penalties by Ashanti region. And here again, by Greater Accra, they have lost on penalties. Brong Ahafo, bad luck, hard luck on the last day of the competition. For Greater Accra, they know nothing but just joy. Their captain, Venia Aglebe, is adjudged woman of the match. And we wait to see how all of those presentations will go. It's been great. A lot of talents on display with scouts around to help us get them into the Maidens, Princesses and Black Queen system later in the future. It's all joy. Romana Titahiru happy with her girls. They came, they saw, and they have conquered. Kept clean sheets right from Monday up until today. They tasted no defeat. They go back home as champions. We'll get to see the woman of the match being presented with her certificate. Brong Ahafo. Is the final of the U-15 Elite Girls Championship, and it's done. Romana Titahiru clearly will have some good words for her captain, Venia Aglebe. Adjudged woman of the match, and it's all joy for Greater Accra. Their colleagues will join in. There's enough music to dance around. This morning looks good for these lads from Greater Accra. All of them affiliated to a Division 1 club in Accra. Clearly, talent does abound. And the woman of the match for this game between Greater Accra and Brong Ahafo is captain from Greater Accra, Venier Glebe. Presentation to be done by Professor Minta, who has been with us from the beginning of this competition. Evelyn Isiansari steps in for the presentation to be done. Venier Glebe is woman of the match for this game. We'll get to see the first 11 drawn from all of these regions and individual players that get to be rewarded. Franklin Onyina completes this tournament with 6 goals, and she is going to be the goal queen of this tournament. We're so live from the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. Very soon we'll get to see various presentations done to the participating regions. They'll be represented by their captains. The Catch Them Young referees who have given us some good games and great talking points will also be awarded with their certificates. The medics that made sure these girls were in good health from the beginning up until this time will also be recognized. Then we'll get to the discovery of this championship. The best goalkeeper, the goal queen, the overall best player, and then we'll get the best 11 of this championship. The runners-up will pick their medals and certificates. Then the champions will do so. Before we do wrap up here from the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, great run, Greater Accra have lifted that bar so high. Next year, we'll get to see there'll be another region to be able to keep up that 100% record. There's been some good goals, great goals. Franklin Onyina had 4 goals in the game. The opening day for Ashanti region went on to add 2 in different games, and she completes this as the top scorer of this tournament. It's all joy. Greater Accra still enjoying themselves. Very soon the presentations will be done.
Hello.
The participation teams
Kindly line up like we did.
will be
Please. Let's move to my
will receive their certificates on behalf of their regions. All 12 participating regions will have to line up as this serves as a closing ceremony as well.
my left.
So in the 10 footballing regions, we're able to get 12 teams. Northern provided 2. An Eastern region added another elite side, making it 12. So 2 elite teams, Bolgatanga and Eastern region. And they are
With Northern region.
Northern region,
Followed by Volta.
Volta region,
Central.
Central region,
Eastern follows.
Eastern in that order.
Upper East. Upper West.
The participating teams, drawn from the 10 footballing regions, lining up like they did in the opening on Monday. Brong, Ahafo, and Greater Accra to the far left. And there they are. Great talents on display. From the U-15 side. We have enjoyed ourselves here, and I'm sure you also have following us live on the Ghana Football Association YouTube page. These young ladies have told a good story for the future of women's football. Great individual talents on display, scattered across the country. Mostly in the junior high schools, are now entering the senior high institutions as well. It is great to have all of these talents on display. There's a large pool for Ghana to pick from. The future of the block maidens, princesses and queens look really good. Ready to pick up their certificates. First, the referees, the Northern region, Volta region, Central region, the Bolga elite side, Upper East, Upper West, Eastern region, Eastern elite, Ashanti region, Brong, Ahafo, and Greater Accra region in that order. We get ready for all of the presentations. The Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence has been good to us all, treated us to some good games from Monday up until today on the FIFA pitch here, and also from the BetSport page as well. Presentations will begin soon. And first will be the referees. We'll march onto the podium for various handshakes with leadership that have joined us for this tournament. Then the participating regions will also join in. We are all set.
No visa, fly you out to so bad to Ferdinand. Hey, you know I'm ready for that teaser. Hey, oh, all on me. Oh my God, what she do to me? I go crazy when she touching me. when the boys want to keep it on a low key. Sooner or later she gon' be mine. Everybody, let's go.
Well, it's time for our presentations to begin. And we'll welcome Professor Minta, Technical Director of the Ghana Football Association, to the podium. Evelyn Nsiasare, the Vice Chair of the U-15 Elite Committee, and Chairman Abu Salam, to join. And Stuart Yao McLaren, FIFA Talent Coach, to join them on the podium for presentations to begin. Heading to the podium is Madame Evelyn Nsiasare, Chairman Abu Salam, Stuart Yao McLaren, and Professor Minta to help us with our various presentations here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence after a week of great talent on display in the U-15 Elite Girls Championship. We will begin with the participating regions. But before that, our referees who already have their certificates will head onto the podium for a handshake, a pat at the back for a good job that they have done. I'll catch them young referees, equally under 15, control the games for us, minimal mistakes. They've been able to handle all of our games for us. 6 straight days. Catch them young referees, drawn from our footballing regions. They have held a fort from Monday till today, and we are all safe with no complaints at all. Thank you very much to our referee instructors as well, taking our guests through all of this training for us to see what we have today. Next is the participating regions who will be represented by their captains. First is Northern Region. Northern Region drawn in Group A. Unfortunately, they couldn't get into the final, but there were some individual talents that were on display. So there they received their certificates of participation. Northern Region. Next will be Volta Region, who will also pick up their certificate of participation. Their captain will also do as the honors. That will be followed by Central Region, and their captain will also pick up that certificate of participation on their behalf. Central Region gave up a good fight, but unfortunately there were stronger arms in Group B and they couldn't finish on top. Up next is the GFA Elite team from Bolgatanga. The GFA Elite team from Bolgatanga next to receive their certificate of participation. Young, interesting talent they brought here. It was quite a good display from them as well. Away from Bolga, let's head to Upper East. Upper East Region, they were also drawn in Group A. And they get their certificate of participation. From Upper East, let's head to Upper West. And their captain will do our honors as well. Upper West region, they were also in Group B. They will pick up their certificates as well, Upper West. Next will be Eastern region. Eastern region, there they go to pick up their certificates of participation. Great talents they do have as well. We stay in the East. And next will be their supporting cast. That is the Eastern Elite B. They have had the most fun here. Eastern Elite B. Wherever there's victory, you would find Eastern Elite B. Away from the East, let's move to Ashanti region. Defending champions that never was this season. Ashanti region, exceptional talent. There goes their captain, Franklin Onyina. Outstanding performer here. And she will pick that certificate of participation for Ashanti region. From the Ashanti region, we head to the West. We were hoping that the best would have come from the West. Western region, time to pick up your certificate of participation. There they go. The captain draws applause from her colleagues. Away from Western region, let's get to the runners-up. Brong, Ahafo region, next to take their certificate of participation. They're shown appreciation by their colleagues. Abna Befi heading to pick up that certificate on behalf of Brong, Ahafo. Twice they've been in the final, twice they've been unlucky. But it was great to see the talents they presented here at the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence, Brong, Ahafo region. And the last is Greater Accra region to pick up their certificate of participation. There goes their captain. She's led by example. Venier heading to pick their certificate of participation. After 1 week, they remain unbeaten, Greater Accra. A typical scene of hosting and winning. They hosted the other regions, and they have also taken their certificate. Next is our able medical team that have made sure that our ladies have had the best of treatment. If anything went wrong in the last week, thank God we've had no casualties. Our medical team have been up to the task and made sure we are all well. They would also take their certificate, and the girls will show their appreciation. Good work to our able medical team led by Dr. Ba. It's been good to have you all around, from screening, talks on cervical cancer and breast cancer, given this is the breast cancer month. They have been exceptional and taken very good care of us. Thank you very much, our medical team. We do appreciate all of your effort. Thank you so much. Our medical team for the last week, led by Dr. Ba. We are all so grateful. Thank you. Away from the medics, let's move on to the fair play team. The fair play team after the U-15 Elite Girl Championship 2025 is Greater Accra. Greater Accra will pick up the certificate for the fair play team, and captain of the side, please head to the podium to pick that certificate up for Greater Accra. The fair play team is Greater Accra. 5 MVPs, 6 I should say, 6 MVPs after 6 rounds of matches. And the lead side with no cards. Greater Accra fair play team for this year. Next will be our discovery of this year's championship. Alberta Ebube from Central Region is the discovery of the championship. Led by example on days when she has to be the captain for Central Region. Got in great spaces and got important goals for Central Region. Her contribution away from the ball is remarkable. Alberta Ebube is our discovery of the championship. Our best goalkeeper is Belinda Maku Akli from Greater Accra. She did not concede in all 6 games Greater Accra participated in. Bold enough to pick the 3rd penalty kick for Greater Accra this morning. And a product of Cupfist ladies in the Women's Division 1 League in Greater Accra. Belinda Maku Akli is the best goalkeeper for this U-15 championship. We get to the goal queen after 1 week of grilling exchanges. Franklin Onyina completes the tally with 6 goals to her name from Ashanti Region. She is the goal queen of this year's championship. Franklin Onyina, captain from Ashanti Region. Franklin Onyina is our best player. Sorry, goal queen. She's a goal queen with 6 goals to her name. We move on to our overall best player. And she's from the Brong Ahafo region. Margaret Akosua-Teria is the best player from this U-15 Elite Girls Championship. That lanky center forward from Brong Ahafo. Always enterprising to watch. And she has 5 goals to her name as well. Margaret Akosua-Teria, overall best player from the Brong Ahafo region. We get to the best 11 after all these teams were put together in a 4-3-3 formation. Here we have it. Goalkeeper Belinda Maku Akli from Greater Accra makes the first 11. And the left back is Kasim Rashida from Northern Region. Our 2 centre-back pair will be Kua Mavis from Eastern Region and Adams Hajara from Northern Region. Tete Blessing will fill that right back position. And in the middle, Efrie Monica from Ashanti Region gets to be a part of that midfield. Ruth Ayayi is in there as well. And Hikima Zuberu from Northern Region completes that trial midfield. And up front, on the left wing, there's Anna Forua Thompson from Ashanti region. Alberta Bube is a center forward in the starting 11, and Margaret Akosia Teria on the right flank. So let's take our best 11 again. Goalkeeper, Belinda Makuakli from Greater Accra. Left back is Kasim Rashida from Northern Region. Kua Mavis from Eastern Region, and Adams Hajara from Northern Region is that center back pair. And on right back from Eastern Region is Tete Blessing. In the middle of the park is Ruth Ayayi, Hikima Zubeiru, and Efriye Monica. Up front, Ahafo Thompson. On the left wing from Ashanti region, Alberta Ebube is our center forward from Central region. Teria Margaret Akosia is our right winger to complete that starting 11 or best 11 after this year's championship. There they are. Your best 11. Belinda Maku, Kasim Rashida, Kua Mavis, Adams Hajara, Tete Blessing, Efriye Monica, Ruth Ayayi, Hikima Zubeiru, Ebube, Alberta, Margaret Akosia Teria, and Ahafo Thompson. There goes our best 11 after this year's U-15 Elite Girls Championship. The runners-up, Brong Ahafo, will line up for that ceremonial handshake on the podium. So Brong Ahafo head onto the podium for that ceremonial handshake as runners-up of this year's U-15 Elite Girls Championship. 2 years in a row, and they finish as runners-up. In the maiden edition, they lost to Ashanti region, and just this morning, they've lost against the Greater Accra region. Brong Ahafo region, thank you for coming and finishing as runners-up. You deserve that part at the back, led by Christabel. Martha, there they go. Brong Ahafo region, runners-up of this year's U-15 Elite Girls Championship. They have worked so hard, won their first game, lost their second, and came back to win up until the final, only to lose on penalties to the eventual winners, Greater Accra region. Runners-up take another certificate, and Abna Brefi, captain of the side, will pick it up on their behalf. The technical team will also join in taking that memorable photograph. Brong Ahafo region, always oozing with talent. Now we'll make way for the champions. The U-15 Elite Girls Championship 2025 edition winners, Greater Accra region, will also march onto the podium for that ceremonial handshake and a memorable photograph. Greater Accra, they came, they saw, and they have conquered, led by a leader and a winner in her playing days as well, Romana Tutahiru. She has also won with her ladies here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. Greater Accra region, 6 wins from 6 games. Champions of the U-15 Elite Girls Cup here, 2025 edition, Greater Accra region. They hosted the rest of the regions, and they refused to let anyone take it away. Led by a former player, Romana Titahiru. She has made sure her girls have done the needful and lifted the trophy for Greater Accra. Captain of the side will also pick up that certificate again for being the champion. Well, it's all done from Monday up until today. Thank you all for comporting yourselves and giving us good games here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. It's been great. And the future for Ghana women's football is bright. This is just the beginning of great things. Congratulations, Greater Accra. You have done so well. Thank you also for joining us online right from Monday up until today, Saturday. It's been great coming your way. I have really enjoyed myself. Your company has been great. It's all done here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. This is the future of Ghana's women's football. These will graduate to our maidens, princesses, and queens in the near future. So do watch out for these names and faces you have seen here today. And we will continue to bend the torch for women's football in the country. My name is Abigail Senasosu. I've done this with a lot of grace and joy to be able to bring to you minute by minute action of how these talents have lined up and displayed what they have in them. Moving to the senior high schools, be on the lookout for these young ones as they continue on their footballing journey. Till I come your way again, keep safe and continue to enjoy women's football. Thank you very much. We'll see you pretty soon.